Fuck that! Conor McGregor, you're taking everything I work for, motherfucker! I'm gonna fight your fucking ass!
Sorry, Daddy.
What do you mean sorry, Daddy? What the hell did you do? Is Wayne Brady gonna have the choker bitch?
Captain Picard.
Okay, Captain Picard is not gay, he's British. Come on.
Make it flow.
Well, I hate to break it to you losers, but Han Solo's a bitch.
Oh. Tallahassee, you want to stick together, at least for a while?
Here's the deal, Columbus. I'm not easy to get along with, and I'm sensing you're a bit of a bitch. So, I give this relationship to about Texarkana.
Disturbance reported at the top of the Crown restaurant. Suspect is a male communist extremist, armed with what appears to be a ketchup gun.
It's gonna be one of those nights.
You're listening to Comic Can Coozie, your weekly podcast for all your geeky garbage, kitschy comedy, and nerdy news. I'm Cole.
And I'm Tayler. And Adam, he said he's basically dead.
Yeah, I hung out with him last night, and he had too much vodka.
It happens to the best of us.
I brought some beers for you and me.
Yeah, some nut jobs.
Yeah, rhombus-style nut job.
Rhombus guys,
nut job.
Rhombus guys.
This shit cost way too much money.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it good?
I don't know.
Oh, we're hearing it here first. It's a world first. Oh, this is a world first for nut job. I'm gonna get you.
It's very peanut buttery. It's super sweet. I think I'll only have one, and I'll leave the rest here and have more next week.
It is very peanut buttery.
You know,
pretty good though.
You know the thing I don't like about stouts?
What's that?
They never feel like they're cold enough.
Yeah, I agree.
I like stouts too,
but also fizzy. I really like a fizzy beer,
and they're not. They're like a meal. They're like chewing on a beer.
Right.
But I do like this beer.
Yes, it is decent.
It was almost $20 for a 6-pack.
Holy shit!
So I don't think I'll be buying a lot of it.
No.
But I do often have it when we go to, where's that, the Craftcade?
Okay, so you've had it on tap before then.
I believe it's this one.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've had their, what is it? It's a fruit. It's like a tropical fruit one.
See, that's something I wouldn't eat or drink. I mean.
I think it's a sour. It's a tropical fruit sour.
Yeah, I don't like fruit in my beer.
You don't like, you like pickles in your beer though?
No, I don't.
Oh, you don't even like, is pickle a fruit?
I don't know. Is a cucumber? You'd have to go back to a cucumber. Is
Holy
cucumber
shit.
Fruit?
You know, I say if it's sweet, it's a vegetable or a fruit. If it's savory, it's a vegetable. Why can't we just get? Wait, did I say that right?
I think you said both of them are vegetables.
No. You know what I mean. If it's a savory thing, it's a vegetable. If it's sweet applications, then it's a fucking fruit.
Cucumber isn't. Is it savory or is it just watery?
Cucumbers, I think, generally suck. But
You're wrong, though.
Generally. I mean, I'm not a huge fan of cucumbers. But, I mean, when's the last...
You're supposed to chew them before you put them in your mouth. Before they hit the back of your throat. You're not supposed to just shove them.
You're not supposed to swallow them whole?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. I've been doing it wrong for years.
Yeah.
But, no, I feel that the vegetables are a savory thing. I think that's what we can agree upon. Because when's the last time you had...
Is that really? I don't
No, I know it's not.
consider vegetables to be savory.
What? No. Not a vegetable itself, but the application. So if you're going to do a stuffed bell pepper, I mean, a bell pepper is technically a fruit, but when's the last time you had a bell pepper that was in a dessert, we'll say, or in a dessert situation?
I don't know, but I'd rather have a stuffed bell pepper
Absolutely.
than a cake. Yeah.
So, like... I mean, if you're making a bell pepper pie or something, which sounds like bullshit, sounds like you're trying too hard. But anyway, Cole, you've always...
Wouldn't they just call that a pizza?
Yeah. Hey!
A pizza with peppers?
A non-dessert pizza. Cole, I have something for you.
All right.
It's a gift.
Okay.
I do not expect repayment.
You don't do very good on gifts.
Yes, I do. This time I did. Awesome. First is a gift to myself.
Okay.
Because I like Dragon Ball Z, but not that much. So I got a different mouse pad.
So Taylor has
How
this
cool is this?
Dragon Ball Z mouse pad that's like, what is it, about 2 feet wide?
Yeah, I'd say so.
It's cool looking.
But this one...
Let me turn it around. Let me see it.
Yeah, check it out.
Oh, it looks like California sunset or something.
Yeah, very 80s. I thought it was awesome. But then I said this will redeem the Ugly Box store for Cole. I just know it will. Because Cole loves comic books. Especially DC comics.
Yeah, that's true.
So I saw this and I thought immediately of you, Cole, and all the times you shit on the Ugly Box store. And so I bought this for you. I don't know what it is. I don't know who it is, but it said DC Comics. There you go, Cole.
The Midnighter and Apollo. So there used to be a comic book brand. Like, you know, Marvel is one company and DC is a different company.
Yeah.
So there was a startup company called Milestone.
Okay.
And Milestone was eventually who else was in Milestone? Static Shock.
Oh, okay.
I believe he was Static was a Milestone comic, I believe. Well, DC bought Milestone. And Milestone had some characters that were kind of rip-offs of existing characters.
This guy looks like Batman.
He
Kinda.
is a ripoff of Batman.
Okay.
And the other guy is a ripoff of Superman, but they're gay and they're lovers and they're married.
Really?
And Apollo is super violent and he actually kills criminals rather than like how Batman just locks them up.
Yeah.
And Apollo, I can't remember if he kills people or not. But they're interesting characters. Thank you. It's a very nice gift.
Yeah. Cool. Well, there you go. I had to check it just to make sure it wasn't a because sometimes when you go to the Ugly Box store, they have real books.
Okay.
And then they'll just print them. Like somebody will take a copier and print them, and then that's what ends up at Ugly Box.
I don't understand what you mean.
So they would have taken this book, photocopied it, right? Or did some shitty version of it, and then just pasted it all together, and then put it in the Ugly Box store. Or they returned it to Amazon, and then Amazon said, we're not processing this, and then you got... And it's usually like half a book or something. It's weird.
That's pretty ridiculous.
So I just wanted to make sure it was the full book, and it is. I don't know if this is a standalone story or not.
What this is not just a single comic book. It's a graphic novel. It looks to be about 6 comic books.
Oh, okay, cool.
Right here, yes, it says collects issues 1 through 6.
Ah, nice.
I do not know. It looks like it's a story that's continued.
Okay.
That there's like they do another graphic novel after this.
There you go, Cole.
7 through 12 or whatever.
Now you can't say that Ugly Box sucks.
I can. I absolutely can.
Even after this, you're still gonna. Okay,
well, just
wow.
because you find one piece of gold in a turd bind.
Wow, it was a piece of gold though. Cool.
It's very nice. Thank you very much.
Oh, awesome. Cool.
I never really read a lot of Milestone comics.
Mm-hmm.
I had some number 1 and number 2 issues from it.
Yeah.
Because they just came in a big collection of shit that people gave me at like Christmas or something.
So was this particular printing? Was this printer under the banner of DC
yes.
is it okay?
This has been since DC. Milestone hasn't really been a company since early 2000s.
Okay.
Late 90s. They were bought by DC and used very, very sparingly. And DC's only just incorporated them into their main continuity in the last maybe 6 years or so.
Nifty. Very nifty.
But I never read a lot. I never really read almost anything with Apollo in it. Mostly the Midnighter, the super violent Batman knockoff.
Yeah,
they teamed him up with some Batman sidekicks from time to time, like Nightwing, the original Robin. Mm-hmm. And sometimes Red Hood, because Red Hood was the second Robin. Then he was killed by the Joker.
Yeah.
Came back to life and decided to start killing criminals, so they teamed him up with Midnighter, obviously.
Cool. Kind of cool that this outside the realm of DC Comics has brought into the fold. That's kind of neat.
Yeah. He's got a huge bromance with Nightwing. Like they both.
Well, he's gay. You said.
Yeah, but Nightwing isn't. But they're both just like, oh man, you're so cool. Oh, you're so cool. And like Midnighter thinks he's good looking and shit, but Nightwing thinks he's got cool gadgets, but he hates the fact that he kills. You know.
Okay, now I have a question because this poses something interesting to me. Has that ever happened in other points in Marvel or DC
where they've bought in other companies?
Where they bought in other companies, but then brought them into their own comic books.
Captain Marvel, Shazam.
Really?
That was what was that? Timely Comics, maybe? I don't remember, but they were bought by first. There was Superman, and then a different company. I think it was called Timely Comics.
Okay.
Invented Captain Marvel. DC sued that company. And that company was eventually found innocent because there's similarities between Captain Marvel and Shazam, and Superman.
Okay.
But you know, his alter ego is a little kid. You know.
Wait, Captain Marvel.
Shazam.
Who am I thinking of from Marvel? There
is a Captain Marvel in Marvel also.
That's the lady, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
But
okay.
And now they call him Shazam. He used to be called Captain.
Okay.
The DC version used to be called Captain Marvel.
Gotcha.
Now he's called Shazam.
Okay.
But there was a lot of similarities between Captain Marvel and Superman, but they were found innocent. Like they didn't copy Superman. Like his alter ego was a little kid. You know, there was a bunch of differences, but the lawsuits eventually, like it forced that company into bankruptcy. DC bought that company. They now use. There was the guy who created Spider-Man, not Stan Lee, but the other guy who drew him was named Steve Ditko, and he created a lot of characters like the Question. I think the Blue Beetle, maybe, I can't remember, but the Question for sure. He created like 7 different characters, and they were bought by DC, and then they were kind of made fun of by Alan Moore, who wrote The Watchmen.
Oh, okay. And Alan Moore also did Preacher.
Alan Moore did not do Preacher.
Oh.
Alan Moore did The Watchmen, V for Vendetta.
Who am I thinking
of? Garth Ennis.
Ennis, that's right. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know why I thought
Preacher and the Boys.
But you know who Kazam is, right?
Kazam? Shaquille O'Neal?
Inventor of the Shakaroni pizza.
Yeah. I said Kazam, and then I look like Sinbad the comic, the comedian.
Heck. Okay.
Since we're doing a Shaquille O'Neal voice, we should talk about some sports.
All right, let's do some sports.
All right.
You were so excited about this, Cole.
I went to Our Place Tavern this past Wednesday.
Yeah.
By myself. The hockey game, it was the Minnesota Wild versus the St. Louis Blues. And I got there in the middle of the first period, and the Wild were already down 1-3.
Okay.
The period ends, it's still 1-3. The second period starts, and the Wild tie it 3-3. Then the Blues go up 3-4, and then the Wild tie it again 4-4.
God damn.
The Wild scored, I think, 3 goals in under 2 minutes.
In what period? This was the second?
This is the second. This is the best period of hockey I've ever watched in my life.
Fuck yeah.
Was the second period of the Wild versus the Blues. And then, so it's tied 4-4. The Wild, do you know who the goalie for the St. Louis Blues is?
Not currently, but I can look it up.
His name is Jordan Bennington.
Oh, okay.
He's the guy who swung the stick at the Sharks goalie when he got pulled from the game.
Holy shit.
He swung the stick, and like he missed him, but he got like within inches of his
He was
face.
going for him, is what you're saying.
Yeah, I think it was Devin Dubnyk who used to play Dubnyk, who used to play for the Wild, and now he's on the Sharks.
Okay.
But he got within inches of his face with the stick. You know,
He was wearing a face mask.
He's been
he was fine.
But this guy, Jordan Bennington, has been acting like a little bitch all season. You know.
Okay.
And he has been playing like shit. Like, you can't act like that if you play like shit. You know.
He's angry at himself.
So anyway,
I don't know.
After the fifth goal gets scored by a player from the Wild in the second period.
Are they playing in Minnesota or St. Louis?
It was in St. Louis.
Okay.
And that's another thing we'll talk about after this. So after the fifth goal gets scored, Ryan Hartman goes over to the other guys on the Wild to celebrate, and all of a sudden you just see, like, out of the corner of the screen, a big fist come, like a huge fist, and hits Ryan Hartman in the face, and he just goes collapse, right?
Damn.
Well, fucking the goalie came out of the crease. Bennington came out of the crease and fucking smacked him in the head with his blocker, and he was still holding his stick, right?
Okay.
And he just dropped him. And one of the players from the Blues actually tried to stop him before he got there too, but he just, skated right through him. But then Fleury from the Wild, the goalie from the Wild, came down and tried to fight him, but the linesman got in the way. So there was going to be a goalie fight, and the linesman got in the way and wouldn't let it happen, which fucking sucks. But they ejected him from the game, and then he got suspended for 2 more games, and he had to pay about $65,000
in fines.
Holy
shit!
So, but that second period of hockey was awesome. It was kind of like, oh, they're catching up,
Mm-hmm.
Oh, but the Blues are staying ahead. Oh, but they caught up and they're tied now again. And then the Wild pulled ahead. It was just kind of like, oh, shit, the Wild are out of this game. Oh, but they might be in it. Oh, but they're out of it again. Oh, but they're in it again. And now there's violence. It was fucking awesome. I actually felt bad for one of the players on the St. Louis Blues because the final score wound up being 8-5.
Okay.
The Wild, just after they got ahead 5-4, they just stayed ahead. It was so it was 8-4 for most of the game. Then one of the players on the Blues makes a goal. Now it's 8-5. And the Blues got 5 points. Well, the player who made that fifth goal, it was a hat trick for him.
Yeah.
But by that time, so many St. Louis fans had left the building. That he didn't even bother celebrating. He's like, we're so far behind. No one's here to see this. No one gives a shit. They barely threw any hats on the.
Fuck the fans.
Fuck those fans.
Can I tell you
for
something?
Leaving.
Okay, this is. I was looking this up as you were telling the story. So I was just curious on stadium capacities and shit, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay, so get this: St. Louis Blues have at their ice hockey arena. I guess I don't know. Oh, the Enterprise Center must be the car rental place.
Yeah. Because everything's got to be named after a fucking company now.
Hey, they got the naming rights. 18,096 is how many people can fit for ice hockey in the St. Louis Stadium. And all those people fucking left for this guy's hat trick.
Not all of them. Here's the thing.
Okay.
There was so many fucking Minnesota Wild fans in the stands too. Like,
oh wow, okay, but here's something crazy, and this is the fact that the factoid that I wanted to bring up.
Yeah.
The XFL is in St. Louis.
Yeah.
Okay. They have been packing that stadium where I'm guessing it's where the St. Louis Rams used to play.
Okay.
Their last game was almost 45,000 people showed up for an XFL game.
Oh Jesus.
That's fucking awesome. If you're asking me,
I've heard that there was 2 teams that are 2 XFL teams that are really packing it in. I was listening to or not listening. I saw Pat McAfee talking about something on his podcast. It was on YouTube.
Okay.
And he said that there's 2 teams that are really, really, really packing them in. But I don't know what the names of them are.
Well,
I'm guessing one is that St. Louis one.
Yeah.
I think the other one might be in somewhere in Texas that doesn't already have a football team.
Okay.
But I'm not sure on that.
That would make sense. I think that's fucking incredible.
Where do they have in Texas has football teams? They have the Dallas Cowboys. Where do the Texans play out of?
Houston.
Is that Houston?
Yep.
And is there another
No.
NFL team?
No.
Okay. So they could be, if there is another XFL team, it could be in Austin, San Antonio.
Amarillo.
Amarillo, yeah.
George Strait once had a song about that.
But they only play in morning.
That's
they
right.
only play
by morning.
They play before noon.
So you won't be able to. Well, you might be able to get there if you get there by morning. Yeah, I should look this up here because the XFL. What a wild story! I can't wait to watch the 30 for 30 on that one. Once all of the dust settles, because
the new XFL. I've already seen a 30 for 30
right.
on the XFL.
No, I'm just mean the XFL as a whole because Vinnie Mac is he does this stupid fucking league that everybody. He kind of billed it as the Extreme Football League, and everybody flocked over to watch it. It had great ratings the first couple of nights, and all it turned out to be was just shitty football. It fucking sucked to watch. Although the one rule that I did love was there was no coin toss.
Oh, they had to race.
It was two guys. They just had to smash into each other to race to get to the ball. A lot of injuries happened there.
Is this the one that The Rock owns now?
Yeah, so but then the XFL came back in 2020, right before the pandemic happened.
Vince McMahon was running it back then.
Killed it again.
And then The Rock bought it.
Yeah.
Now, how is that United States Football League doing?
USFL? USFL is pretty good.
But is it doing good in ratings and shit?
It's all right. I mean, I think people they don't understand spring football. They don't understand what it is. They're like, these aren't my teams.
My thing is, though, it's football and it's America. Like, every bar and every restaurant should be playing that shit. Because if you put football in America on the TV, people will sit there and watch it, and they'll stick around for an extra beer.
So here you go, my dude. You were asking about, there is actually 3 Texas teams right now.
Okay.
So they're currently in the XFL. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 teams. 3 of them reside in Texas, which makes sense. Texas is such a fucking...
What are the names of the...
So you've got the Arlington Renegades.
Okay.
Which is basically Dallas.
Okay.
Then you've got the Houston Roughnecks. And then you have the San Antonio Brahmas.
I think the Roughnecks is the one that I was hearing was, like, packing them in.
That's awesome. And then the Battlehawks are in St. Louis. Then you got the Guardians in Orlando. Then the Washington Defenders, and then you've got the Seattle Kraken, and I'm guessing
they have the Kraken in the XFL also, as well as the NHL?
Did I say Kraken? I meant, well, it's kind of a Kraken. It's the Sea Dragons.
Oh.
Kind of a Kraken? What the fuck is a Kraken anyway? Is it like some sort of octopus or something?
Yeah, it's like fucking big-ass octopus.
Oh, that's dumb.
Yeah. Unleash the big-ass octopus!
That doesn't have
That'd be an awesome line for a movie.
Big-ass octopus. Dude, it's the Kraken. No, it's a big-ass octopus.
So we were talking about hockey, then we were talking about the XFL, then we were talking about The Rock owning the XFL. So let's transition over to
wrestling.
Why I said fuck Ric Flair.
Yeah, what did he do now?
Yeah, so
besides being Ric Flair.
Before the game, I love Ric Flair, but before the game, the hockey game, so he's in the St. Louis Blues fucking locker room, like reading off the lineup, the guys who would be starting on the ice.
Okay.
For the St. Louis Blues.
Is he from St. Louis or something?
And then he's on the screen like trying to pump up the crowd and shit, trying to pump up the crowd to go for the St. Louis Blues.
Okay.
You know where he was raised?
I'm guessing Minnesota.
Yes. Like fuck Ric Flair.
What? Well, just because you're
piece of shit.
Just because you're raised some. Okay, what if something brutally happened to him in Minnesota and he fucking hates that state now? I mean, would you?
It turned him into the wrestler he is.
Maybe, I guess.
Isn't that where he had his plane crash?
He crashed a plane?
Yeah, you never heard of that?
No.
It was on the fucking movie you borrowed me. He didn't crash it. He was...
I borrowed you. Adam borrowed you.
Oh shit!
And then you borrowed it to me.
Did you watch it?
No.
You dumb fuck.
Because it's
a movie about Ric Flair.
Is it a documentary?
Yeah.
The only documentaries I watch are The Dark Side of Wrestling.
Well, you should watch that one.
Dark Side of the Ring. I have watched the Ric Flair one.
No, you should watch the one that I borrowed.
Oh, okay, fine.
Yeah, it's fucking awesome.
Everyone thinks that wrestling is just Guns N' Roses, and you know what it is?
Guns N' Roses?
Fuck, I don't know.
So you're saying everyone thinks that wrestling sucks?
Yeah! I was trying to do my Axl Rose. Somebody who had posted on this is an interesting topic. This is a little Thursday throw-uppy, but whatever. Somebody had brought up a topic of bands that you would like to see, but like in their prime, that are still rocking, if you will. And there are a few. Like
they're still around, but you don't want to see them now. You wish you'd seen them like years ago.
But even if you couldn't, like obviously I would never have been able to see Guns N' Roses live back in the day.
Yeah.
I would have liked to. That would have been a cool show, honestly.
Yeah.
Like when Axl was all coked out. But now, holy fucking shit, man. Like what the hell is that? And who's the what the fuck? Nikki Sixx and the
Motley Crue.
Motley Crue.
Where he was doing the upside down drums and all that shit.
Sure, but now you look and even what the fuck is that guy's name?
The guitarist, Mick Mars?
No, the singer.
Vince Neil? Oh,
Vince
fuck.
Neil.
Yeah, he
like, holy shit. Hang it up, my dude.
Yeah.
Pass the torch. Do something, because whatever you're doing here is not... I would be so fucking pissed. All I'm saying, if I spent, let's say $50 on a nosebleed, I would still be fucking pissed off if I went and saw that bullshit. You know what I mean? Another one that I've seen recently was Bon Jovi. He just, what the fuck is happening?
I catch so much shit from these guys that I work with because I think that Bon Jovi is kind of cool. And they're not. They are.
Yeah, no, I agree. I agree.
And these guys are like, no, they fucking suck. It's like, no, they don't. They're pretty fucking awesome.
Well, again, it's one of those things where I think if you were to go see Bon Jovi now, you'd be like, ooh.
Oh, I wouldn't want to see them live.
But my thought is, at what point do these guys just hang it up? I don't know. I'm not trying to be a dick, but if you can't fucking do it, you can't fucking do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I get it, to me, it's reminiscent of wrestling and how these wrestlers just can't give it up. They just want to keep going. And I look at guys like Steve Perry, of Journey, that hung it up a long time ago, and maybe not because his vocals were the greatest. I don't know, but he did a good thing. He did a service to the band by bowing out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And if the band wants to carry on as Journey, fucking, yeah, go for it. But you got to replace some of the parts once in a while. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to be a dick, but I am. I am a dick.
All right. I'll agree.
But then you got bands that, I mean, their lead singer cannot do it at all anymore. Like Nirvana. It's like, what the fuck ever happened to that band? You know what I mean? Did somebody kill the lead singer or something, Cole? Or what happened then?
Yeah, his wife.
Fuck that bitch. Too funny. We're going to hell, but that's okay. That's what we're all about. We like pushing that the envelope. We're back.
So I'm fucking pissed.
Why? Because you just broke the microphone stand?
Yeah, that too. Because I lost $100 the other day.
Where'd you lose it at?
Fucking playing your brother in pool. I'm joking.
Idiot! I told you never to play that guy.
All right, we're gonna have to pause again. I just broke the mic stand.
Cole, I'm the spazziest guy on this podcast. How did you do that? Tell me.
I moved this arm.
you
And
got the
whole thing fell apart.
I take that back.
Yours is different than mine.
A little bit. Yours is bigger. It should never happen. Anyway. What was that?
I moved this arm and it just fell apart.
No. Oh, you played Jeffrey. Okay.
Yeah, that was a joke because your brother's a hustler now.
My brother's also a fucking dumbass.
Yeah.
So he, you know what the weather was kind of like this. I mean, how many fucking times are we going to close down the highways this year?
I don't understand why we did it on Thursday, was it?
Well,
Friday.
I know it was bad. Okay. So, I was on the road, not on the road, but I was driving. I figured, hey, I should call my mom, check in, see how things are going. Because I knew Jeffrey was wanting to go to Sioux City to see Robbie. He was going to go travel this weekend. And he was kind of hemming and hawing about leaving early, which he probably should have done. But he's like, no, I'll leave on Friday. Okay. And so I call my mom, and I'm like, "Hey, Ma, how's it going?" She's like, "It's going okay." We were chatting a little bit, and I said, "Did Jeffrey make it to Robbie's?" And she just starts crying. I'm like, "Jesus, what's going on?" She's like, "Oh, Jeffrey, I told him not to leave, but he left, and he got stuck in, or they shut the highway down by the time he got to the border on I-29, South Dakota and North Dakota."
All right.
And he's like, he got rerouted, and then he got rerouted to a highway that was still closed. So they told him, go on this highway, you'll be fine. He gets there, he's not fine. It's like, dude, if you can't, and that's the thing I don't fucking understand about people. Fuck you if you think that you can just do it on the back roads. If you can't make it on the fucking interstate, you are not going to make it on any back roads, you motherfucking dumb bitches.
He should have went to the closest town on I-29.
Yeah.
And got in a fucking hotel.
So that's what ended up happening. So by the time he fucked around with that, it took him like 2 hours to travel. No, I think it was like an hour to travel like 20 miles. Okay.
Oh Christ.
He gets to the town. There's no room at the inn, as they say in the Bible.
Did he have to stay in the stable?
He had to fuck a virgin.
Oh.
Wait, isn't that the story? Is that what happened to God? He got lost?
He had to deliver birth to a virgin who was pregnant.
Hold on. God got lost in the desert for 40 years.
He never found a virgin in Iowa.
And then he had to fuck a virgin. I'm thinking of the Bible, right? This is what happened in the Bible? And then Jesus was born.
This is like the Mad Libs version of what
I love it. Yeah, so God got lost in the desert for 40 years. He parted the Red Sea. Meaning she was not having a baby. Then he had to find the virgin. Anyway, that's what Jeffrey had to do. So he ended up finding some room somewhere. My mom was calling around, and she was all crying. I'm like, why are you crying now? He found the room. Because, of course, he didn't bring any winter survival kit. He didn't bring a fucking blanket in his truck. So he was, going to be sleeping in his truck fucking somewhere. And I don't know. I guess he never did make it down to Sioux City. He turned around and went back to Fargo and had a little weekend in Fargo, it sounds like. So it's like, Jeffrey, you silly, silly man.
My dumbass brother went down to Deadwood this week.
I saw that.
How'd you see that?
Him and I are Snapchat buds.
Yeah,
so I can see where he's at on the map at all times.
How's he gonna ask me for money, and he's going down to fucking Deadwood?
Because he's gonna take that money you gave him, Cole, and triple it. Maybe, I don't know.
I don't know. It's so dumb.
I tell you,
so
what,
dumb.
You can.
Hey, you want to buy his ex-girlfriend's ticket to Bert Kreischer?
I'll take it for free.
You want to buy it so that I can give him the money?
Oh, is it? You said an ex-girlfriend?
Yeah.
Only if I can be his girlfriend for the night.
Oh, yeah.
No, fuck him. I'll take it for free, and he will take me as his date.
There
as
you
punishment.
go. Yeah, no, you know what? That's fucking fine.
I'm joking.
I don't give a shit. That's fine.
Give me the date. I'll see what I work.
It's on Wednesday.
This Wednesday?
Yeah.
I think I work 8 to 5, but it's also my nephew's birthday. But also Bert Kreischer is cool.
Your nephew's going to have lots of birthdays.
He is.
How many times are you going to see Bert Kreischer? In Bismarck.
And you know what?
Right after he got stranded here.
And you know what else?
And had to cancel his
my
last
nephew
show.
hates me. He doesn't like me.
That's fine.
You
Fuck
know?
him.
I'll let you know. That sounds cool, though. I like the idea.
All right.
So that might be a thing. But then Gabe and I have to
cuddle. You have to at least cuddle.
At least you tell him that I'm gonna hit on him.
Okay.
The whole time.
That's totally cool.
Cool. Awesome. All right, we got that figured out. Cool.
So I was telling you, I told you're like, oh yeah. So what'd you do this weekend? So I was over at Adams. Last night for.
Did he open up the pool, by the way?
No,
Son
not
of
that
a-
I know. No, I doubt it.
I know, I'm just
he had so much snow in his backyard.
I know.
But yeah. So he kept on being like, "Hey, you want to watch a 3D movie?" I'm like, "No."
3D movie. Okay.
So
he's all about that. He loves that.
One of his clients had a 3D TV screen. It was pretty much super new, you know.
Yeah.
But his client didn't want that TV because it wasn't big enough, so he bought a bigger one and gave it to Adam.
Nice.
And
there's perks to that job, I tell you.
So I've told you and him.
Wait, was it one of the retarded clients or?
I don't know. So anyway, I've told you and him plenty of times that I don't like 3D movies. They gave me a headache, right?
Yeah, yeah.
So he kept on. wanting me to watch it and seeing if this one would give me a headache. 'Cause it's
Why
not,
wouldn't it? Or why would it? Yeah, this one might be different.
He has all these movies, and a lot of them are movies I've never seen, but then I see Avengers Age of Ultron. So I was like,
oh, wow.
I was like, okay, I know what that movie looked like when it came out. So I said, we'll watch about 20 minutes of it.
Okay.
It's like, I don't want to watch the whole fucking movie. But, like, I was like, 20 minutes is probably all I'll be able to handle.
Yeah.
I'll probably get a headache by that time. He's like, okay. So we put it in, and it looked cool. Admittedly, it did look cool. I thought it was a cool looking bit of technology. I don't think the technology is totally there.
No, it's
the
not gonna
problem-
be because they. Go ahead.
The problem is, say you're in the scene and I'm supposed to focus on you.
Yeah.
So they really put you super in focus, but a lot of times they'll accidentally put something else in focus, like that fucking screen, that monitor sitting on that desk over there.
Okay.
So your eyes are whatever is super in focus is fighting for the attention of your eyes.
Sure.
And so there's the thing that's supposed to be in focus, you, but then the other thing. So your eyes are trying to do two things at once,
yeah.
and that's what gives me the headache.
Okay.
And so after about 20 minutes, I didn't have a headache, but I knew like it was making me really uncomfortable, right? So I was like, can you shut it off now? So he shuts it off. We turn the lights on, and now my vision is all fucked up. I'm seeing like 1.5 of everything.
Oh, that's good.
So
like another dimension.
So we talk for like fucking 10 more minutes, and then he's like, you want to watch another one? I was like, no. And he kept on asking me over and over.
You should have just said yes. Maybe the other one would have been okay.
See, here's the thing, is he kept on asking me over and over that I finally did say yes. I kind of felt like a date rape victim.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
I just got so tired of saying no that finally I just gave in.
You're Me Tooing Adam.
Yeah,
Holy
I'm
shit.
Me Tooing him. So he puts in this other thing called Deep Sea 3D, and that thing was so much worse. Like, it was not made for that screen or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, it was so bad, and like I was like, my eyes are in so much pain right now.
Yeah. I can imagine.
I don't know. I couldn't do it.
You know, I'll tell you what.
And really, like, it's kind of one of those things. Like, I'm jealous of people who can do it because it did look cool for a little bit,
I mean,
but after a while, it was just like
I
couldn't handle it.
I know you say the technology isn't there, and it's kind of funny you say that because the technology probably will never be there. I mean, they're not even releasing a lot of movies in 3D anymore, unless it's specifically
like Avatar or something.
I think that one was
Yeah.
the new one was because James Cameron's a fucking twat. But so
dude, he did Terminator and Terminator 2. Shut your fucking pie hole.
Yeah, he did. That was pretty cool. But anyway, the problem with 3D is kind of what you're saying. Like it's just not there, and you're limiting yourself to like half the frame rate. So if it's supposed to be a 24 frame a second movie, you're cutting that in half and cutting it way down. So it just kind of looks like shit. But I will say this. Like, this is one thing that Sony did that was so fucking incredible, okay? When Sony came out with their 3D TV technology, okay, they brought out glasses that actually had to be recharged because what was going on is your eyes were flickering. The lenses were flickering, like shutting on, off and on super, super fast. So it sort of was fooling your brain into a 3D image type of thing, right? But what was so cool about that is PlayStation 3 actually came out with a couple of games, okay, where it was called the dual screen, okay?
All right.
So you and I would be looking at the screen, and it would cut the frame rates in half, okay? But you would be, so if we were playing a first-person shooter, right, you would be looking at your screen, and I would be looking at my screen while looking at the same screen. How fucking cool is that?
I guess I don't understand.
So like when you're playing 2 players on a screen, and you got the split screen, right? So you're on top, your buddy's on the bottom. You would put these glasses on, and all you would see is your guy, and all your opponent would see is his guy.
Oh,
it was fucking awesome.
that is weird.
That's so cool. I mean, you're playing on the same TV, yeah, but
you can only see your half.
Yeah, with the
what
glasses
you're supposed to see.
Yep, exactly.
That would be
because what's happening
really cool.
Yeah. So what's happening when you're with those Sony TVs is your left eye was looking at a slightly different angle. This eye was looking at a slightly different angle, and when the images merged, that's how you got the 3D effect. But what they did is they thought, well, shit, we can use that same technology and have two things on the screen at the same time, but because you're wearing the special glasses, this guy will see his screen, this guy will see his screen. And I'm like, that would have been the coolest fucking two-player experience ever.
Yeah, because when I play something like Modern Warfare 2, the
Right.
original Modern Warfare 2 with Elijah, I can see his screen and he can see mine, and then we always accuse each other of cheating for looking at what the other person is doing.
Right, exactly. But this would eliminate that. But again, that was a brief thing that happened, and then it sort of went away. It went the way of the dinosaurs, as they say, because the 3D TVs never really caught on.
Yeah.
But if everybody was Adam, they would have, and that's all we would have in our homes today. Cole, I got a food review for you.
Okay.
And today, Deanne and I went to Blaze Pizza.
Is that down on South 3rd?
It is.
Is that the place where you kind of like build your own pizza?
I've reviewed this place before, and I fucking hated it the time I had it.
All right.
Because their food is super bland.
Okay.
I'll say they if you go through the line, okay, and if you're doing a saltier pizza with like pepperonis and stuff, this might not be a necessity. But Deanne had ordered kind of a Neapolitan-style cheese pizza. They throw the basil on, they throw the tomatoes on, they throw the
a margarita pizza.
Kind of, yeah. Then they throw the blobs of the cheese rather than sprinkle it all on.
Yeah, margarita pizza.
Yeah. So Deanne got that, and at the end of the line, they ask you, do you want us to sprinkle some salt and oregano on your pizza? And you can opt in or out of that. Opt the fuck in for that.
I was going to say,
just
why would you not?
Because they took just a tiny bit and sprinkled it on Deanne's pizza, and she wasn't super impressed. But I think if you were to really lay some salt on there, it would have been an okay pizza.
All right.
But I had ordered the chicken pesto pizza, okay? And what they had done is
sounds equally awful, but
continue.
No.
Do you like pesto?
Not on a fucking pizza.
It was not overdone. It wasn't like some places where it's just way too much
There are
pesto.
certain places that have great pesto, and there's other places that have very bad. My mom makes a very good one.
I'm going to have to try that out.
No, you never get to come back after
Bullshit!
Not after the last time.
What happened last time?
I don't know. I was just giving you
I'm going to tell her what you said, and you're going to be in big trouble.
She'll laugh about it.
I liked her cookies. Thank you very much.
She'll laugh at you.
Your mom gave me a whole
for
tub
being
of cookies.
A fucking tattletale.
And let me tell you, let me review your mom's cookies right now. Holy shit.
Was it better than Blaze Pizza?
Yeah.
Okay.
Way better. Everything about that meal was better than Blaze Pizza, I'll tell you. But no, the pizza that I ordered was a chicken pesto, green and red or whatever the fuck they call it. It said fire roasted peppers on it. I threw pepperoncinis. Always I'm going to throw those on there with onions as well. Okay? And they don't put any sauce on this pizza until the end.
All right.
Okay? So the cheese is directly on top of the dough. It goes into their fire oven. Okay? And then it comes out and they do a little drizzle with the little drizzle with the arugula and the pesto. Turned out really, really, really good.
Good.
And it got really like dark and crispy on the bottom side.
All right.
Really good.
Nice.
So that was a good experience. And if I had what Deanne had, which was similar to what I had last time at Blaze Pizza, it fucking sucked. So if you're going there, just load up on the salt. When they say, is that enough salt? You say no. More. I want just the crystals on there. But yeah, Blaze Pizza can suck my dick.
So it didn't this past week. It didn't snow a lot.
No, it did not.
But it snowed a lot the week before.
Yeah, we're gonna hit that record, man.
So Gabe and I had kind of been keeping up on the shoveling at my parents' house because.
How's your old man coming along?
He's coming along. He's a fucking nut job. But not like the spirit. He's a different kind of nut job.
Dude, that was so funny. Well, for those that don't know,
my pop had a hip replacement surgery.
Yeah, and it was so funny at the Last Supper that The Last Supper, get it? Jesus.
Yeah, I get it.
Okay. The last family supper that I had gone to, your dad just talking about like what the hell he was gonna do. He's like, "Yep, I'm gonna do this and this," and your mom just like, "No, you are not."
That's why I'm calling my pop a fucking nut job.
Oh, that was so funny. I'm like, "Oh, you guys."
So I forgot that my mom was going to Arizona. So on Saturday night,
Is she all by herself, or did she go with the family? Or?
She went down there to see her really good friend from when she was a kid.
Did she go to the Taylor Swift concert?
She went to an outdoor concert, but not a Taylor Swift one.
Okay.
She sent me a picture. It said Traint, and I thought it said Taint. I was like, what kind of bands are my mom watching? But
your mom's into punk rock, man. Some hardcore shit.
Yeah.
We are Taint.
We are Taint.
This song is about
buttholes.
Well, that space between your butthole and your nutsack.
So I forgot she was going down there. She had told me, and then but she told me like 3 weeks ago, and I kind of forgot. And I called her yesterday, and I was like, "Hey, you need me to touch up anything on the sidewalk? Has it been melting? Do you want me to fucking bust any ice?" She's like, "Oh, I'm in Arizona, and so I don't know."
You're
so
a terrible son.
So I go, "Well, how do the sidewalks look down in Arizona?" It's just like, she goes, me and Sherry, her friend, me and Sherry shoveled them this morning. They're all good. You know,
Good. Wow, your mom's badass.
I go, she goes, "Call your dad," who I call my pop. "Call your dad and see what's going on with him." So I call him up. He's like, "Well, I don't think they're bad." He's like, "Do you want to come over and have steaks with me, like today?" And he goes, "Tomorrow." I go, which would be today. And I go, "Sure." I go, "Where are you getting those steaks from?" He goes, 3B Meats. I go, "They're closed until Monday." He's like,
because of the weather.
He goes, "What are you talking about?" I go, "They closed for 10 days to renovate."
Oh,
I go,
cool.
There's a kid that works for me that also works for 3B Meats.
Okay, nice.
And so he had to go to Dan's and shit. He got these T-bones and stuff. I forgot the fact that my pop overcooks the shit out of everything.
Even steak. God damn it. We need to do a TED Talk with your dad.
This steak was somewhere between medium well and well done.
I thought you were going to say between medium, or I thought you were going to say well done and burnt.
I had probably had 3 bites left, and I just couldn't do it. It's like, it's too dry. I can't fucking swallow this shit no more. My jaw hurts, you know. Like,
you like Dad.
But my pop had these frozen hash browns that he threw in there, and I have frozen hash browns in my freezer most of the time.
You're a hash brown guy.
Yeah. And so I always fancy my shit up. Like, I put the hash browns in, and then...
Hey, what's the secret to getting hash browns fucking crispy?
I have no idea.
Oh, God damn it,
I can't
Cole.
do it without fucking making smoke happen in my house.
I thought you were just gonna lay some knowledge on me. God damn it.
Yeah, I
Soggy
do this
fucking hash
all the
browns are
fucking
the
time.
worst.
But
like, I go to Denny's.
And I can't get the good crispy ones.
I go to Denny's especially. I don't remember you saying they use bacon grease. Maybe that's it.
I need an industrial-sized fan so that all the smoke will go into that and out of my house.
Is that what it is? I don't know. Is it just? I don't think it's just the high heat. They do something else, man.
But
fuck, they know what they're doing though.
So yeah, I'll do my hash browns, and when they're about done, a little bit before they're done, I'll throw in some onions. And,
oh yeah.
And I put paprika. I fucking do the salt and the pepper, and then
paprika.
And
nice.
then about a minute before it's done, I crank the heat up high, throw some cheese on there, I fucking melt cheese all over that shit.
That sounds awesome.
It's fucking great. And my pop, so he does a shitload of salt and pepper, and then he throws in red peppers in there.
Ooh.
Those hash browns he made were fucking good. But his also, while cooked all the way through, not quite soggy, just not crisp. There's never hit that crispy enough.
I don't know. And that's honestly, I know you're not a sweets guy, but that's one thing that, I mean, it's near godliness, I'll call it. When I go to what's that place? Cracker Barrel, okay? And I order pancakes. I don't know what the fuck they do to their pancakes, but they've got that crispy edge all the way around. And it's just money. It's just buttery and crispy and kind of salty, delicious. I don't understand it. But I will say this about onions.
Yeah.
I got Elijah to eat onions last night.
What do you think?
Well, it was pretty funny. So I
So
first,
it was either fuck, it's as bad as I remember, or fuck, I've been missing out on this all my life.
So what happened was everyone was pretty inebriated at this point, and I said, let's order DoorDash for funsies. And they're like, okay. I said, what do you guys want to order? They're like, let's do Arby's. We settled on Arby's. I'm like, okay, whatever.
That is settling, isn't it?
Well, it gets worse, okay? This is what we ordered from fucking DoorDash, okay? I ordered a complete meal. So I ordered a sandwich, a soda, and a large curly fry.
So it's at $11 before DoorDash?
Okay. That's what it should be. Then Nancy wanted curly fries.
Okay.
Okay? That's all she wanted. It was just a medium curly fry. Elijah said, yeah, give me the beef and cheddar. I think, okay, I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. The double beef and cheddar. Curly fries, no drink. He said, I got beer. I said, cool. So we had a total of 3 curly fries, 2 sandwiches, 1 drink. That was it. Okay? Guess what the total was?
Well, after DoorDash is added on, $64.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, you're up there. I mean, this was tip as well, so I wanted to tip the person as well. $46
Jesus
for Arby's.
Christ.
And I said, fuck that. And I said, you guys...
God, I spent too much on this fucking beer here, man.
I said, no, we didn't order that. I said, I told them what the total was, and they said, no way. I said, fair enough. I said, let's just do Domino's. Okay? So I ordered Domino's on my phone, on the app, and then I said, oh, shit. I ordered it from my house, not Elijah's, because we were at Elijah's last night. I said, shit. So I called the store right away. And I was pretty drunk at this point, so I didn't really understand what the guy was saying. I thought he was giving me the runaround, but he was like, "Oh, we don't deliver there. You're gonna have to cancel, or I'm gonna cancel the order and just you'll have to reorder on the app." I said, "What the fuck?" So sure enough, he canceled the order, and I got the notification on my phone, and then I ordered from the South store. But I ordered a buffalo chicken pizza. Okay.
Oh, shit.
Something a little different than I normally do. I ordered Nancy some Parmesan twists.
And the buffalo chicken pizza is good, but that's got the onions on it, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah, it does.
Yeah.
So I ordered it. Comes to the door. We start indulging in our treat. And sure as shit, Elijah's like, oh, shit, that one's got an onion on it. And I thought at first, like, oh, it was a stray onion. That sucks, right? So I just continue to eat it. I grabbed the piece with the onion because I'm like, fuck yeah, stray onion, I'll eat that. But then as I'm eating, I'm like, oh shit, there's a lot of onions on this pizza. So Elijah, I think, had 3 pieces total. And he enjoyed himself some onions last night.
Good. Did you tell him?
No!
Fucking idiot.
I'm an idiot, or he is?
Yeah, you are.
Why?
Because then he might have realized that he doesn't hate all onions on everything. Maybe he would have a Philly that he actually likes for once in his life.
He would hate me if I told him that haha. Because honestly, I had no
fucking texting him.
I had no idea that the buffalo chicken pizza had onions on it, but apparently it does. Here. All right, we gone for about an hour, Cole. I got to piss. We're gonna play some video games.
Okay.
Maybe we'll do a Thursday throw up this week. But for Comic Can Coozie, I'm Tayler.
I'm Cole.